Welcome to the brand new Cupra born VZ or Veloz, which means speed in Spanish. I almost said German, but the infotainment system is in German. That's why I almost said in German. But we are still here in Martorell, just right outside of Barcelona in Spain. And we're going to take this, which is the new hot version of the Cupra born. It has a single rear electric motor with 326 horsepower, and it also has fully defeatable traction control, which I thought we were going to be able to do something fun there, but no. Okay, so we're going to try that a little bit later. But I do have the representative of Cupra Norway to my right off camera, and I don't want to scare him too much, and I don't want this to be my last trip with Cupra, so we're not going to go completely crazy. But I want to try to do, drive this car sporty, because this is their sportiest car, which is based on the Volkswagen MEB platform. This is a close relative to the Volkswagen ID3, but it is a lot more sporty. They had a whole presentation of this car where the suspension tuning is much more sporty, the brake feel is much more sporty, the steering feel is much more sporty, and we also have these really cool bucket seats that just hug you. I just spent a week in the Hyundai Ioniq 5N, which is an extreme electric car, an extreme performance electric car with like twice the amount of power as this. So just bear with me, guys. If I'm talking about this car not feeling, particularly fast or powerful, it's just because my brain has been scrambled by that car the past week. But this does 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in like 5.6 seconds. As I said, single electric motor, 326 horsepower, like 554 newton meters of torque. So by any normal standards of performance, this is actually a really high performance car. We don't have any pricing on this in Norway yet. We have it in Germany and in Spain, I think. So I'm going to put that up on the screen. I don't know what that is, at the time of filming, but I'm pretty sure they have dropped the prices. So I'm going to put that up for you guys on screen. And they have a charger over there. That's the first charger I've seen here in Spain next to this Burger King. Oh, several over there. Those look like to be like Delta chargers, maybe. That is pretty interesting. So I don't have a lot of time with this car. We have about, 40, 30 minutes till it has to go back, and there's a little bit of traffic here. So we're going to try to find a fun route and road here and do some fun driving. As we make our way towards what I'm hoping is a little bit more of, a mountain road or twisty road where we can really test this car's performance and sporty character, I just want to talk a little bit about how it is to drive here on this, B road, country road. We're going about 80, 90 kilometers an hour, and it's relatively quiet. I hear that the asphalt here is a little bit more coarse than it was on the motorway when I did my range test in the Cupra Taviscan earlier today, but it's actually pretty quiet. Like, wind noise is really subdued, and that is, the really nice thing about the MEB platform. Either it's, the ID3, this, or the bigger cars, ID4, ID5 from Volkswagen, or the Cupra Taviscan, or the ID7. They all seem to be very well sound insulated and also relatively comfortable. This has DCC, so dynamic chassis control, adjustable dampers, but it is, a sporty tune. This being, the VZ, which is the most aggressive version, but it's still very comfortable in comfort mode. But there's a button here with the Cupra logo on, which is Cupra mode. We're gonna test that once we find some really nice twisty roads with traction control off, because I think once we get this car on a twisty road, it can actually be a lot of fun. Before we continue this video, I just want to give a huge thanks to Zaptec with their Zaptec Go for sponsoring today's video. The Zaptec Go is a small, cool, and stylish home charger that can charge up to 22 kilowatts and will work with every electric car on the market, including a Tesla. The Zaptec Go is so good, it actually won Best in Test in the Norwegian Automobile Association's test of chargers in 2022. So if you want to support the channel, if you want one of the best chargers on the market, go to the link down below, find your country, click on the link and purchase one from there. Okay guys, we are now on some really nice twisty roads, driving through some pretty nice scenery. So I put the car into Cupra mode, the most aggressive setting. And as I said, I've been driving the Hyundai Ioniq 5N the past week, but This is so much much smaller and compact. This has to be less than like 1.8 tons. And with the traction control off, it actually, it allows a little bit of wheel spin up here in the mountains. Let's see. Yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit. So this is a fun road. So this is a small, compact, sporty car, and there's something moving around here. I just want to... So as I was saying, that Hyundai Ioniq 5N, a very impressive car, of course, a completely different price point to this car, and also a completely different size, where the Ioniq 5N looks like a compact hatchback. This actually is a compact hatchback. Rear-wheel drive, so less weight, less mechanical, drivetrain, and also just a lot less mass. And the way this, turns directions, you can feel that this has a lot less mass than that car. Yeah, this is, they say they developed this car or these Cupras not far away from the factory here in in Barcelona, and I believe them because this road is spectacular. And there's a little bit of traffic coming toward... Oh, that guy just passed that car. Okay, that was a little bit scary. Yeah. So just guy passing the car on these tight and twisty roads. Yeah. I mean, this car just, it grips. 21-inch, I think, or 21-inch, like, forged wheels on this setup. Or this may actually not be the forged wheels, but it has a lot of mechanical grip. And even with the traction control defeated, I can see there's some ESC lights blinking here. So it won't let you go completely crazy, but this very precise steering, really nice chassis control, low center of gravity, and just eager to change direction. The steering may not be like Porsche accurate or, the same amount of feedback as I have something like my Porsche Taycan, but it is very, very precise, and yeah, it's just really positive to drive. It just gives me confidence to push through these corners, and also the brake feel, pretty confidence inspiring, nice and firm brake pedal. It just does what you want it to do. There's like no compromise in asking the car to do something and the car working against you. And yes, this has only 326 horsepower, which is a lot less power than the cars I've been driving in the past few months, but I don't think I would want any more power on a road like this going through the rear wheels. We have a few other cars like a Golf Mark II and also a Mini Cooper there having fun on these roads. I wouldn't want a bigger car or a car with more power because we're able to go fast enough, and now it seems like we're catching traffic here. Yeah. I mean, it's so positive and eager to change directions. This is impressive. I don't think you could do this in a Kona electric or a Volkswagen ID3 even. Yeah, that's a road for a car like this. And now we're behind a Nissan Pulsar or something like that. Yeah. This car is pretty impressive sporting wise, dynamically wise on the roads we just took it on. I turned around to go back because I wanted to get, B-roll for you guys forward so you can actually see the road. But on my way down, I got really sick. I just didn't feel well at all, and I had to drive down the road like at 30 kilometers an hour. So I apologize, but if I were to do that, I wouldn't be here. I would puke all over myself, and I didn't want to do that. So we're now back here at Cupra headquarters here in Martorell, here in right outside of Barcelona. And yeah, it's been a really long day. We've only been here for like 3 hours test driving cars, but I've tried to film 3 videos for you guys. So not the longest videos, not the most in-depth videos, but I'm gonna get one of these on loan later when these come to Norway and do proper testing. But it's a really impressive car, and like compared to the Volkswagen ID3, this is a completely different car to drive. The normal Cupra was already very sporty, but this VZ is really impressive. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below. And for more car content, as always, please subscribe. See you guys later and goodbye.